Oh, ha! This is what I have on my desk. $100,000. The
Oh,
month, the month I make $100,000 off of this desk, I eat this candy bar. I hope it doesn't get too stale. So these calls help me get closer to this. Is there anybody something on somebody's mind today we can talk about?
let's do some open house scripts.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hi, Todd. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah,
What got your
sure.
attention? Was it our signs or was
Well, I
it?
saw it. Yeah. Well, yes and no. I saw it on. I saw it online, and I wasn't going to come through. We're not really into doing something right now, but then I saw your signs, and I was on my way to Fred Meyer's, so I thought I'd just pop in.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming in. Just
Hmm.
real quick, are you
Hmm.
currently renting now?
No, I own a property in the next in Rock Cliff in Rock Cliff Estates,
Oh
just
yeah,
one over from
yep,
here.
yep. Very familiar with that area. Nice, very nice.
Hmm.
How long have
Yeah.
you lived there?
Oh, probably 8 years.
Wow. Well, you've been there for a
Yeah.
while. So you looking to upsize or downsize?
We're the kids have all moved, and we're thinking about downsizing. We don't need 3,500 square feet anymore. Or we like to travel, and we have no more pets at home, thank God. So
Yeah, I know what you're
we're
talking.
we're we're looking to do something sometime in the short term future. Nothing immediate.
Okay. Well, feel free to look around and
Okay,
yeah,
good.
see what you think. And as you're walking around, you're trying to build rapport. And
Hmm.
so, what do you think of the house?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think you have it priced correctly. It looks really, really well. Um, I'm not really interested in buying anything naturally, and so yeah, I think great looking house. I'm sure you'll get have no problem getting it sold.
Right on. Well, I got your name and number, and
Okay.
you're Todd Fallman, and your phone number is
Hmm.
425 da da da, and you live on
Yep.
123 ABC Street, right? And your
Yes.
email is toddfallman at mickeymouse.com.
I love Disney. You bet.
Absolutely. I love that one. That's a cute email. Well, hey, when you're ready to get a little more serious, feel free to. I'll be sending you an email to kind of thank
Okay.
you for coming out, and
Okay.
feel free to reach out to me. And I'd love to come out and see what you got and kind of give you my opinion and kind of what the area is doing and for the
Okay.
market, and see what we can do for you in the future.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
And thank you.
You bet. All right, Mike.
Welcome to my open house. No, I'm
Hey.
kidding.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Wow. What a greeting.
What brought
Awesome.
you in today? You just saw the open house signs, or
Yeah, I was on my way to Fred Meyer's. I saw it online, and I wasn't going to swing by, but I thought it's close by my neighborhood. I'm on my way to the store, so why not just come and check it out? I'm not planning on buying anything.
you're not? So you just having to look around? Are you looking for a friend, family member, or
No, no. It's just, I guess you could say I'm a nosy neighbor.
well, why don't you come on over here and sign in real quick, and then we'll give you a tour of the house.
Okay, I can go through the house myself. You don't need a tour. I'm not interested in buying it.
Well, because it is an owner-occupied house, I do kind of have to shadow you around the house. It's by the rules. I won't be
Okay,
bothering you. Won't be crawling through your hair. I said, but I will be nearby.
I don't have a lot of hair to crawl through anymore, but okay. Yeah.
Me neither.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I see. Okay. Right.
Yeah. So you look through the house. We talked
Okay.
for a little
Okay.
while.
Before we start the tour, okay, just an FYI,
Mm-hmm.
have a tour plan.
Have a tour
Okay.
plan.
have a tour plan. Okay.
Okay.
So you set the tone. They're on your home court.
Yeah.
They know that they have a disadvantage. They understand what your role in the process is.
Yeah.
I gave you a deflection. I came in, I deflected. I'm not buying, okay,
Hmm.
to let you know where I'm at. I know what you're doing. I want to let you know where I'm at. So I stated my position. Don't bother me. I am just, I didn't say don't bother me, but when I said I'm just looking and I'm not interested in buying anything, that was a push off. That was,
Yeah. You said it without saying it.
no, I did say it. I go, I'm not buying anything. I'm just looking. And that was a brush off to let you know I'm not the guy that you need. Da, 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 da. You handle it well. And then at this point, you're like, hey, I need to track around with you. This is an owner occupied property. It's just part of what it is that we do. I'm not going to be in your hair. It sort of made me feel relaxed a little bit, knowing, okay, this is pretty much protocol. I get it now. So you stated your position. I understand. So we understand what we're going now. So at this point in time, you're like, okay, just go and I'm going to follow you. What my recommendation is, and you do what it is that's best for you, but my recommendation is, okay, great, let's start the tour. We're going to start at the top.
Okay.
I'm going to take you right up to the master bedroom or the primary bedroom. Okay, in this world, in our changing society and phraseology, sometimes depending on where you're at, may want to refer to it as the primary bedroom. Okay, not the master bedroom because of the language that sometimes is associated with that word. So I want to take you to the primary bedroom, master bedroom. We're going to start up there. We're going to circle around. I'm going to show you some really great features, and then we'll come downstairs. We'll finish it up, and we'll take a peek around the yard, and you'll be done and out of here in less than 5 minutes. How does that sound?
Nice.
Perfect. So I have set the stage. You come into my court. You're going to play. I set the boundaries. I set the rules, and this is what we're going to do, folks. And
Yeah.
it sort of puts me in a position of control. And then I go, let's go ahead and start. And I'll give my hand motion to you go first. Okay. I want them to, I'm making a hand motion, everybody, for them to go first because of safety concerns. And we're going upstairs. That was my hand motion. We're going to go upstairs because this is where the stairs were, and we're in this position. We're going to start. We're going to start upstairs. Even if they're in the kitchen, I'm going to take them around. We're going to go upstairs. I'm going to have them go ahead and go upstairs, folks. The master bedroom is at the top of the stairway to the right, and that's where you want to start out first.
So
And so,
may I ask you a question, please?
yes,
So you said, okay, you let the visitor go first upstairs, right?
hmm
So that's a serious question because I had it once in my one of my first showings. It was not by my only by myself because um, the other person with me followed them. So there was a couple, and the woman had very short skirts, right? So I would feel very uncomfortable to go behind her. You know what I mean?
well, keep your eyes to yourself then. And so, I'm, I
Or
just,
should
I, I,
go in front
I
of
mean,
them, right?
I, I, I always let them go first.
Okay.
That's just me. It's situational. Sometimes it may not work that way, and I get it. Sometimes it's busy. Best case scenario, the reason is I always have them go first is I'm not going to be trapped at the top.
Yes, yeah, I understand.
And if I need to back out and move quickly, I don't have them as a barrier for my safety.
Right.
And also, when I enter a room, they always enter the room first, not
Yes.
me. Um, uh, these are for strangers. I get it. I don't know them, and Smith and Wesson has equalized humanity, and so
Okay.
uh, unless when I get to know them, it's a little different if I've shown them property before. But in these cases, in these scenarios, I don't want to be trapped inside a room. People sometimes will, and I'm not going to get crazy into scare tactics, but there have been cases where they'll send in an attractive female, and then two males come in behind. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so just be aware of your surroundings. And so the idea, my purpose of this thing is I'm going to take them on the tour. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to go to the right. We're going to visit the master bedroom. And as I'm going up there, I'm going to give them an enticement to go there first. You're not going to believe what you see, what they've done in the master bathroom, in the primary bathroom off the master. Wait till you see that. All of a sudden, I've clicked into a psychological aspect of curiosity. Now they're driven psychologically to satisfy the curiosity that I've created. Well, you are really going to love what they've done in the primary bathroom off the master. Or that walk-in closet, once you get there, maybe I should just hand you the drool bid right now. Oh my God. Okay. They're like, oh, wow. Sometimes you'll see people even pick up their pace when you incite the law of curiosity within them. They want to get there to check it out. Okay. And so that's what I'll do. I'll take them through the tour, and I'll go through the property and tour them. So as as we talked about yesterday in the rev up session, the open houses, is make sure you have a tour plan around the property. Okay. Make sure all the doors are able to function and work properly, so you don't get stuck trying to open the door. Oh yeah, this door is yeah, So if you have a sticky door, at least it's a sticky door. You may not want to, So, anyways, going back to what Jim kicked it off with is the tour. So, Mike, when you say, okay, here's the house, go look at it, and I'm going to be hanging on your ponytail. Okay. Have a plan. Say, okay, folks, great. Welcome in. Glad you're here. I know you're just looking. That's fantastic. You're in the neighborhood before. And so what I'm doing is by repeating what it is they've said, they understand that I have listened to them and heard them, that I'm not opposed to them. And now this is what we're going to do. It goes back to what we've talked about in previous sessions. Something we agree with, something we agree with, something we agree with. Here comes something I want you to believe. So, Mike, thanks for coming in today. You're on your way to Fred Meyer's. You came into an open house to talk to a real scary salesperson. That's really brave of you to do that. I know you're not going to be buying anything. You just want to check out this place. Thanks for checking in. Oh, by the way, let's start the tour of this property upstairs. You go up the stairs over here, and to the right, you'll find the primary on the master bedroom. It has an incredible updates in the bathroom. Let's go check it out. They're like, okay, boom, and they're off, and you're off on your tour. And what to piggyback on what Jim said earlier, during that tour, you are developing the relationship by discovery, by your own curiosity. Oh, so perhaps you want to start the conversation. So what's for dinner tonight? What do you mean? Well, you're on your way to Fred Meyer's. Is it going to be steak, chicken, or pork? It just sort of, and then okay. So what type of kitchen are you cooking in that dinner in tonight? And so you know where I'm going. I'm going from the dinner to the kitchen to their environment. And what would you change about that kitchen? Because maybe there's something about the kitchen I can find a new house for you. Oh, no, the kitchen's really fine. I love the kitchen. So typically, people come into my open houses for one of three reasons. What are they? What do you think? And then I get them involved. And then by the way they're going to answer will be the reason why they come in. So let's get back into role play. And I'll be with Michael. So Michael, thanks for coming in today, and we're perhaps upstairs still walking to the hall. I know that you're not buying anything. What do you think are the three reasons people come in here and they say they're just looking and they're not thinking about buying?
Oh,
Why do you
I'd
think people say that?
probably curiosity.
Yeah.
They wanted to see what their old neighbor's house looked like, or
Yeah.
I don't know, just like I said, curiosity. I mean, I think that's
Well,
probably the biggest three. If they don't want to buy, like myself, yeah.
yeah.
Or maybe
So
want to.
what brought you in today specifically?
Like I said, I was just kind of you know, saw the signs around the neighborhood and figured I'd come on over and check it out.
Okay. Okay. Are you selling your house in the next 6 to 12 months?
I considered it. I know home prices are pretty high
Well,
right now.
I want to warn you. You're talking to a salesperson here. Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Just be careful what you say next. All right, Mike?
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Well,
No, seriously.
but the thing
I
is,
mean,
the one I've
so that
heard.
I'm just going to stop right there. This is sort of the conversations. It's playful, but it's serious, and that's how I roll. I mean,
Gotcha.
that's my style. You'll figure out your style. I'm sort of playful with my language. It sort of gets them to relax a little bit, and then I drill. So like adding the Novocaine, get in there, sort of make them feel comfortable. Then I start drilling, and if it gets a little ow, I'll pull back, add some more Novocaine, and start to drill again. But no one wants to be drilled and getting their, you know, stuff worked on without having some Novocaine. Your customers, the strangers that come into your open houses, don't like to get drilled. Okay, they can't stand it. Uh, but if you add and apply some topical Novocaine, and then maybe put it in a little bit, put the shot in later. Don't try to hide it. They can see it coming. Dentists are really clever. They bring the shot around here and they go, you're like, what the fuck? You know? So they're good. I know what they're doing. I go, you don't have to hide the needle from me. Show me the freaking needle. Put it in my freaking gums. All right. I'm not afraid of needles. So, anyways, your customers, um, anyways, you get the point of what I'm talking about. Okay, Douglas, are you ready?
So Todd, what are the three things that people come for the open house then? You didn't
That's
mention.
up to them.
Oh,
I let them answer. So ask, okay, you talk. So you're going to play off of that. Okay. You're
mhm.
going to play off of that. It's like shooting pool. Okay. Bam! You knock that ball, and then your next shot's going to be dependent on where those balls are at. Okay. You just got to know how to handle that cue and position and use the right English to get it. But I can't predict specifically where my next shot's going to be until I break it up. Okay. And so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to break it up and open up some conversation to explore, to discover, to be in a state of curiosity, and to also to create a conversation that is outside of what we're doing to bring it back inside. It's looping. Okay, I'm going to find a part of the conversation to take outside. Then I'm going to loop it back into what we're doing today. It's a presentation technique. Douglas, you have something that you want to share?
Good morning. Hi. How are you?
I'm
Welcome.
doing good.
Thanks for
Yes.
coming out today.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
What brought you to our house today?
Well, I'm looking to invest in some rental property in this area. I saw your ad on Redfin.
Oh, great. Well, let's get you checked in so that we can go around and have your information. And if this
Okay.
isn't the right property for you, I'll have you in my notes so that I can send you some additional,
Okay.
uh, you know, investment properties in the future.
Okay.
But
Well,
let's
I'm working with a real estate broker, Doug.
That's great. I appreciate that. It is an owner-occupied house, so I'm going to have you
Okay.
fill this out here, and
Okay.
then when you're through with the present, when we're through walking through, there's a couple of places on here to ask your opinion about the specific property,
Okay.
what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it.
Sure.
So, how many properties do you currently have?
I have two. So
So, have
let
you?
me ask, how old is the roof here?
Hey, it was done about 6 years ago, so I think there's plenty of lifespan left.
Okay. Okay.
Hot water heater was replaced about the same time.
Okay.
It went through a major remodel about 4 years ago in the kitchen.
Okay.
But now that you're checked in, why don't we go ahead and We'll start upstairs and let me show you
Okay.
the primary master living quarters, and we'll start there, and then
So
we'll work our way down to the basement.
are you the listing broker here on this
No,
property?
I'm just a buyer's broker today. The listing
Okay.
broker is a friend of mine.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
he's really busy listing other properties, so I agreed to sit here at the house for
Okay.
him today.
Do you think the sellers would take an offer early?
It does say that they would like to take review offers on Tuesday, but if you did
Yeah.
come in with an offer this afternoon, which I'd be happy to write up,
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that if it was a good enough offer that they would consider, taking a hard look at it. I know one thing: if you don't ask, you get nothing. So
Yeah.
if you want to ask, we'll go ahead and submit an offer today, and what's the worst that could happen? They could say no. So. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the primary master room here, see what
Okay.
they've done in the master bath. I think this little
Wow.
feature over here is really kind of cool. I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but I thought it was great.
Okay. Ask me instead of I don't know what your thoughts are, and then continue it on with your dialogue. Put a pause button there, then ask me.
So
What are your yeah?
what's your thought about this super feature right here?
Well,
Is
you
this
know,
you or
well, it's you know, it's not necessarily for me. It's for a possible tenant. I do like the size of this, but I really don't like the carpet in the bathrooms.
Yeah, I saw that myself, and I'm not a big carpet in the bathroom fan myself. That's a pretty easy fix though, pretty reasonably priced fixed.
Yeah.
It could be jerked out, and tile could be put down in probably a day.
Sure.
So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, come on, let's go ahead and go downstairs, and we'll look in the kitchen.
Okay.
This is a great feature here. It's got a gas fire stove.
Okay.
Propane.
Okay. Well, okay, let's stop. Pause. Okay. Feature how this is going to be valuable for me based upon my needs. Okay. Now I'm a investor, and I want to get high rents.
Right.
And so you said this is a gas stove. You love glass stoves, and then you're about ready to go on. So if you when you present a feature, introduce the benefit to the feature. So you have the feature, benefit, and then the value to me.
Right. The kitchen, the kitchen being when it was redone 4 years ago, they put in this gas stove, and since
Yeah,
this is a fully
it's great.
refurnished kitchen, it would surely be you'd be able to rent this place for a little bit higher dollar because it does
Yeah.
have the gourmet kitchen. It does have the island with the
Okay. Well, you said it, but the order was different. Okay, you gave me the value, then you gave me the benefit. Feature, benefit, value, close. Okay. Feature, remodeled kitchen,
was it a remodeled kitchen.
gas stove. Benefit.
Oh, you fell off.
Oh.
There he is. Okay.
Okay.
I have a new kitty. So
Feature.
yeah,
Okay, wait, hold on. Feature, gourmet kitchen, newer
It's,
gas stove. Benefit. Renters love this style of kitchen and the economic aspects of having a gas stove and the ease of cooking. Value, which will increase your opportunity to get a higher rental amount and a better qualified tenant. That's what you want, isn't it? See? Feature, benefits, value.
I love the gourmet kitchen with the
Yes,
butcher block countertops and the gas fired stove. I know that would
Mhm.
be a big benefit to me and my family, and probably any renter that you would rent to. It would definitely increase the value, for you to receive top dollar from an investment property.
And that's what you want, isn't it?
Does that make sense for you? Doesn't?
Yes, it does.
I mean,
Oh, yes. There you go. Never
Anyway, well,
introduce a
thanks.
feature.
The kitchen's great. You like this? New sink, floors are travertine. So anyway, let's go ahead
Okay,
and walk
okay,
into.
okay. Here's the feature: travertine. What's the benefit? Then demonstrate the value.
Uh, well, of course, with the remodel, when they put the travertine floors down, it really increased the value of this property, I believe. You know,
And
I
marketability.
don't know. I don't know what
Okay,
else.
so that's fine. That's fine. We have a short period of time here. Then Jim and I have a meeting here quickly afterwards. So what I'm stating here, I think what we can all get out of this is that practice your features. Okay, understand the features. When you get to an open house or when you're showing a property or you are presenting yourself, okay, when you're presenting yourself and for your services, and if you introduce a feature, back it up with a benefit, tie it into a value for them, specifically the value to them, or don't bring up the feature. If you can't back up a feature with a benefit, then tie it to value, how it'll be beneficial
No,
to them in terms of value. Don't bring up the feature.
I think the
If
benefit
they
is
bring up
that
the,
it's beautiful.
it is absolutely beautiful. It's easy to keep clean, and it's going to protect the floors,
Easy to
which means the
maintain.
value, yeah, the maintenance costs for you as a landlord will decrease because without wood floors, as you know, it can sometimes cause a problem with water. Man, I'm like, dude, I want to buy this freaking house right now. Yes, yes. So when you get to the open houses and you are going through your open houses, um, and you're preparing your scripts, we have a great introduction today. We've learned that we have an introduction prepared, which we all have. We've also discussed and identified have a tour plan so you can assume control over the tour. Okay. And as you are touring, create some curiosity to help guide them. And then when you're introducing a feature to the property, back it up with a benefit and then how that benefit is going to value them personally. Okay. Not everybody in the world, to them personally. Jose, you want to add? And thank you, Doug, for the dialogue. That's really important. I wasn't
Yeah.
planning. I didn't have a script to talk about features, benefits, and values. This is what comes up and springboards out of these discussions. Extremely helpful. Yeah, Jose.
Great, Todd. I know my clientele is actually investors, so I speak your language. So basically, what I would go and obviously there's new carpet. So you as a landlord, this is well to be maintained. Actually, beforehand, I actually ran a rental market analysis. So around this area, rental income is around 2,200, what you're looking at, and then just break down the numbers. And I know that numbers is important for investors. So ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a great rental, I look it up or have somebody look it up for me as well. Or if it's like a good short-term rental, potential, I also bring that up too and pitch that to them as well. And I have a good guy that does analysis for me.
Yeah.
So, I can just boom, slap in their face. And
Yeah.
I usually say, hey, I'm part of a lot of partnerships and I can get you a lot of off-market deals as well. So I'd love to add you in one of my list.
Okay. Don't shy away from a great, and that is true. I love that excitement. You're getting me excited just watching you, Jose, and that energy, that transference of energy. I had a sales coach once tell me, "Hey, if anything else, be confident and transfer your energy." Okay. If you have good energy, you're going to be more apt to overlook some of the crappy shit that comes out of my mouth too, just because I'm energetic. Okay. Then you think back, you're like, oh my God, why did I say that? And why are they still working with me? Okay. So great job on that energy. Another note to have for yourself is don't shy away of asking about the money. Okay. Don't shy away about asking about the money. Um, So are you planning on using all cash, or are you going to be using financing? That's typically how, I like to introduce the financing question. Are you going to be using financing, or are you going to be paying all cash for this? And
Yeah,
then
so
I don't know. I mean, I don't care if they're dressed in whatever they are. I'm going to ask them, are you going to be paying cash, or will you be using financing? I always usually lead with cash. It helps them feel good. Well, this guy thinks I could be using cash. Whew, that's nice. So, Jose, are you going to be using all cash for this offer, or are you going to be using financing? I mean, I'm just going to give him a little head nod on both. Little head nod. Jose, are you going to be using Are you going to be using cash for this sale, or are you going to be using financing for this sale? Eyebrow lift, a little head nod, a little offering. You're always going to get a good response. You tie in
cash,
that non
baby. Cash is
cash.
big.
All right,
Luggage full of cash right here.
right, and then that leads into the next question, and perhaps you want to identify that and then move away, then come back to it later. But it's all about positioning, and it is 9 o'clock, and we've positioned ourselves for success here today. So awesome! I'm going to be out of here, Jim. We have was it 9 or 9:30?
9:15. I'm gonna have him conference call us. He's gonna call me, and then I'll conference you.
You're mute,
Okay, you're on mute, Jim.
Oh.
Oh.
9:15. He's gonna call me, and then I'll
Okay.
conference you in.
Okay, awesome. It's going to be a phone call or
Yep.
a video call?
No, phone call. Kind of wacky. They didn't have no video. It was like, whatever. I'm just gonna roll with it.
Okay, it's a discovery. It's a discovery.
That's what I told them.
Awesome. Sweet. Everybody have a fantastic, awesome day, and I'll see you later on this afternoon, Jose. You bet.